Missing someone. Love with all your heart. Missing someone. Love with heart.
How's it going, everyone? Taco from Taco Tuesday here, and today I'm bringing you another base build. So this base build is intended for 2 to 4 players, which is a small group. The overall cost is 61,305 stone. 4 to 5 will be in the description if you are interested. It takes 8 C4 or 16 rockets to get to the center, which is pretty good considering it's only 60,000 stone. So anyways, these 2 rooms right here aren't necessary. These 2 rooms are only intended for the startup of the base, which I'll get into the base build, but we'll ignore those for now. You don't need to use those. Here, this is where the cupboard is, and I intended the cupboard not to be in the center because that's where most raiders are aiming for the cupboard to be when they are raiding a base, so yeah. Costs a little more C4. They'll have to go guess for where it is. Up here on the second floor, this is going to be your bedrooms and your secondary loot room. There's a loot room right there, and there's a bedroom. I'm going to open up all these doors, and as you see, it is guarded by a double layer. So here, bedroom, here, this is where you're going to put all your tools and your bows and stuff. There you go, bows, arrows. And over here, bedroom. And here is where I'm going to put my shit kit. So obviously, if road sign armor and some out of pistols aren't as plentiful for you, you're not going to want to put this in your second loot room. So I just left that for the people that are more successful in getting semi-auto pistols and stuff like that. Here, these 2 rooms are intended for healing, so there's food over here and water over here. So my intentions for these 2 rooms is for when you spawn in on your server or your vanilla server, you don't spawn with 100 health. So you can use these 2 rooms to heal yourself out without syringes. Anyways, onto our loot room. So our loot room has 4 chests in each pod, which are guarded by another double layer, and I highly recommend that you split off the 2 floors with sheet metal just in case they would decide to pick up. And if you didn't know, it takes 2 swings to do 1 damage to sheet metal, so it'll be harder to pick. Anyways, these 2 rooms are utility rooms. Here, furnace room, kind of obvious for the intentions. You'll need a lot of metal to set up these doors, so I give you a very vast amount of small furnaces, so a lot hidden here on top of the 3 downstairs, so remember that. There's a chest to put some unsmelted metal and some wood, so you don't have to go through your loot rooms again. Here in this room is a repair bench, a water purifier, and a chest, and over here this is a fireman chute, so you can easily get outside when you please. And obviously I'm going to fly back up. Here we go, so I'm not going to go through the ladder hatches again. Let's close that door, and let's head on up to our roof. So our roof is probably the most interesting part of the base because it's what I put the most time into. So here's the roof. This roof features various sandbags, heliports, windows, bulletproof windows, ladder hatches, headshot protection doorways, and a crow's nest. So we'll get to each one of these one by one. Here, this is the heliport. Very good for taking down heli. Heli will have a harder time shooting you through this than a normal window, so yeah. Here you can jump on the sandbag, in which I do not recommend because you can lose a bolty. That wouldn't be very good. Over here, this doorway leads to one of the 4 pods on this roof. So I'm going to open up all these doorways before I go inside. And a friend of mine actually created one of this strategy, and it's called Bulletproof Windows. His name is Modgi, and I will leave a link to his channel in the description if you are interested. Pretty much to sum it up, you can't shoot through this, and you can't be shot through this. So if somebody's raiding outside, you can check it out, or you can check out what's going on without getting hurt. So that works pretty well. Beware that it will break eventually. So yeah, here. Headshot protection window, so you can look downwards without getting headshot from distance. No more need to explain that here. Ladder hatch, pretty self-explanatory. You can shoot downwards. Make sure you don't have this on your second floor because you don't want them climbing up the ladder hatch when they kill you. So yeah, same thing over here. Another pod. Over here, once again, same thing. Chest right there to store some bolties. Same thing over here. And onto the second floor of the roof, or not yet. Over here, side shooting port. Kind of simple. You can look off the side. You can shoot the guy from the distance if you want to. Pow. Once again, I don't recommend you standing too close to the edge. Up here, simple second floor. I like the second floor to be a little more, empty, so you have more room to run around, because when it's all clustered and such, and somebody's sniping you from a distance, and you need to run to heal up, yeah, and you're crouched everywhere, it's going to be kind of hard. Here, sandbags, crouch behind them. Pretty simple. Up here, this is a little spot that I like to call the crow's nest because, well, it's up the top. It's the tallest point in the base. So yeah, this crow's nest features 2 floors, and I'll get to the second floor in a second. But over here, ignore the scope screw up. That's just because I have HUD removal. So yeah, you can use this as a roof camping spot if you want to be a roof camper. I don't recommend it in my opinion because it would ruin your reputation on the server. Vertical embrasures work just as fine, but I use horizontal because they are better in my opinion. So let me take out the scope because I don't like it. Up here, water barrels. I created these about like half a year ago. I don't actually remember. It was like 6 months ago or something like that. But you can use these as a quick little bunker window which you can crouch underneath, and it'll be pretty hard to get hit from. Although once you're crouched, it'll be harder to run away if somebody's shooting you. So yeah. Anyways, guys, let's move on with the base build. Hey guys, so before we move on to the base build, these double stacked foundations, I really highly recommend that you attach a triangle foundation to the end of them, because otherwise it'll be just cheaper to go through the foundations through that area. But yeah, just attach a triangle to the end of it so the stability will be transferred to the triangle when they break it. So yeah, make it harder to raid. Anyways, let's move on. Here's some basic facts. 61,000 stone, 4 walls to center, a little bigger than a 3x3, and is intended for 2 to 4 players. Anyways, let's move on. So to start a wipe and you're ready to get a starter base settled. Get a square foundation and attach 3 triangle foundations to 3 out of the 4 sides. Upgrade them to stone. Next, add a doorway, upgrade that, and the walls that you will place here in a second to stone as well. While you are upgrading, make sure to be very cautious for you don't want anybody to flank you. Next, add a door, add a normal lock for you'll be able to upgrade this here in a little bit. Next, add your roof. Make sure you upgrade the triangles to stone and your square to wood. Make sure it's wood because you'll see why in a second. Once that's done, add your cupboard to any of the 3 triangles and then place some bags down for your friends so you guys can go farm. If you have enough resources for another wood door and another lock, try putting one on the cupboard because you don't want to lose your base to somebody door camping you. So once you got a little bit of resources going, set up the remaining doorways and add wood doors to them, and locks of course. Next, add 3 furnaces into one of the triangles, and if you don't get 3 furnaces, that's completely okay. I know furnaces are quite difficult to get in vanilla. In the other triangle, try to fit 3 chests. If you can't fit 3 chests like I didn't, you could put more chests in the square foundation. So once you got a little bit of metal going, replace that normal lock that you have on that wood door with a code lock. This should always be your first step before you get a sheet metal door because you don't want to be carrying around keys while you're going out to get wood. So once you got enough metal for a sheet metal door, replace your wood door with the sheet metal door and add the code lock to that. So yeah. Quick little strategy that I like to use is never go for sheet metal first. Once you're done adding your sheet metal door, next place a triangle outside your doorway. Then add an airlock because you don't want somebody being successful in door camping you and getting all your loot. Once you have your airlock done, close the sheet metal door and add sheet metal doors to the remaining of doorways. Once you're done with that, look up and hatch it down the square floor tile that I told you to leave wood. The reason why I told you to leave it wood is so you can hatch it down easier, and because I wanted you to replace it with a ladder hatch. And since ladder hatches cost gears, you're obviously not going to get this towards the early parts of the game. So that's why I wanted you to leave it wood. Alrighty everybody, so I'm going to let you guys go here. I sped up the video a lot, so if you need any help, slow down the video with the gear icon on the bottom right, and yeah. So, I'm sorry the video is going to be a little longer than it should be, so I'm sorry about that. It's just, I can't really have it any faster, otherwise none of you guys will be able to follow along, so yeah. Anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and peace.
this ride together, and we can feel like this forever, feel like this forever, ever, ever, ever. Ride together, 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 ever, ever, ever. Feel like this forever. You and I, ride together, the rhythm is forever. This
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, say my name, or you say her name.